Hello, welcome to GottaBeReel movie reviews with Thommi.
That's me.
And Jules. That's me. And right now we're doing a classic review.
Super classic.
This was Tommy's choice. Police Academy. It came out in 1984.
Woohoo!
How old are you again?
Rated R. We don't go there, Jules.
I'm just kidding.
Rated R. This is just a fun one. So let me let Jules tell you who's in and we'll get started.
All right. So I can't list all the stars because these older movies have people that are, some people are still acting and it would be too long. But we're going to list a few. Steve Guttenberg, he played Carrie Mahoney, the main character. G.W. Bailey as Lieutenant Harris.
He's been in a lot of stuff. Kim
Cattrall as Karen Thompson.
Very young Kim Cattrall in this one.
Yes. Bubba Smith plays Moses Hightower.
The big tall dude. Wasn't he a pro football player?
He was a pro football player. Okay. He passed away in 2011. Aww. Rest in peace. Donovan Scott played Leslie Barbara. George Gaines played Commandant Lassard, and he passed away in 2016. Aww. Michael Winslow plays Larvell Jones. You'll know him with the voices. He does
that he can do anything with his voice alone, make any kind of noise, imitate people. He is freaking fantastic. He could throw his voice too. If you know how to throw your voice, you got some real skills. But he could do that.
He did all the sounds that you hear that are coming over the loudspeaker. He did all those sounds, they said.
Dude's freaking amazing.
Yep. And then I had to mention Ted Ross because he plays Captain Reed, and you recognize him from The Wiz. He played the Lion. And that is my movie right there. The Warriors.
So what an injustice, because Police Academy has about 7 of them. I didn't know there were that. I knew there was like 2 or 3, but I didn't know there was that many. So let's tell us what the summary of Police Academy is about.
All right. So, of course, this is the first one. So there's a desperate need for police officers, so the mayor lowers the bar for the recruitment process. They end up with a bunch of misfits. Constant troublemaker Carrie Mahoney has a choice between the academy or jail, so he chooses to go to the academy. But he's always trying to get out.
He's trying to get kicked out. And it's almost
like, no, we cannot kick you out. We're not going to kick you out.
He reminded me of the dude from MASH that kept trying to get kicked out of the military. He would wear women's clothes and whatnot. This dude was really not wanting to be there at all. It's like, dude, do you want to go to jail? Or do you just want to...
No, he just didn't want to be there. He wanted to,
wanted to get out of both. So this movie... It's just pure fun. That is it. It's just funny and it's fun to watch.
It's kind of silly fun.
Yeah, it is. And it's meant to be. It's not meant to be some serious movie. Yeah. It's meant to be funny and silly, and you're going to laugh on a lot of parts. And like I said, it's rated R. Because there are some scenes in there where you're going to see, what's they're about to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's extremely funny. It's extremely funny. This is all in the same time, too, when they did Revenge of the Nerds and all those good stuff, Porky's. We are going to do Revenge of the Nerds, by the way, because it's really funny. But it's just a fun movie. That's it. Just a fun classic movie. Everybody knows what Police Academy is, but it was a fun watch. What are some, we got any trivia or notes for this one that we want to maybe pull out?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot. Okay.
Yes.
So producer Paul Maslansky got the idea for this movie during the production of The Right Stuff that came out in 1983.
Never heard of that one.
A group of police what'd you say?
The Right Stuff.
You never heard of The Right Stuff?
Hey, don't you do that to me. You didn't watch Imitation of Life, and how dare you?
That's an old movie.
But
this movie is 1983. Okay, if you've seen Porky's and Police Academy, I'm kind of surprised you didn't see The Right Stuff. I mean, it was huge. Never heard of it. It was a huge movie.
Never heard of it. Okay.
All right. A group of police cadets arrived to help with crowd control for the filming of a street scene. When the cadets piled out of the buses to take their posts, they were diverse men, women, tall, short, black, Asian. However, the cadets proved fumbly inept at their assigned task of keeping members of the public away from the set. Maslansky witnessed an exasperated superior officer with a very red face chewing out 2 sputtering recruits, a lady weighing over 200 pounds and a flabby man of well over 50.
That's weight discrimination.
Both were busily trying to rationalize their incompetence. Maslansky found it humorous, asking the sergeant, "Are these all going to be future San Francisco's finest?" The sergeant told him they had an equal opportunity hiring policy. "We have to take anyone who applies into the academy for training, but we can flunk them out in 2 weeks." It started Maslansky thinking, What if they don't want to be flunked out? What if some guy or girl wants to stay in? That night, he wrote a 2-page treatment and gave it to the executive producer, Alan Ladd Jr., who loved the idea and agreed to develop the movie.
Movies come from so many different places when you find out where the origin was at.
Yeah, but that's real. That's
and that crowd control, that it would not be like that today, just so you know. It is totally, when you're on set, that wouldn't happen. But this is back in the 80s. But it's hilarious that he kind of looked at these people and said, you know what? Let's make a movie.
Yeah.
Let's make a movie.
Because even though Steve Gutenberg's character wants to get kicked out, the other people want to be in. And
and they just not getting, like, how's this dude not getting kicked out?
Yeah.
And they didn't really like, well, the captain didn't really like him, obviously, because he kept pulling these shenanigans, trying to get kicked out. But it's just a very funny movie to watch. That's all. Like I said, I watched, I think, 3. I didn't know they had 7, but just funny. That's all it is.
There's more.
But
I think I might have seen all 7.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
At least I've seen like 4 or 5.
Okay.
The only Police Academy movie that was given an R rating, and also the most successful one of the series at the box office.
I ain't mad at that.
In addition to playing Jones, Michael Winslow also supplied the voice for all the public address announcements heard in the Academy, which is what I mentioned earlier.
And it's, you know what about him? He does several movies, and most of them he uses his voice because he's so amazing. And he backed out of Hollywood for a while because he said he wanted to raise his 2 kids.
Good for him.
You got to give it up for that, you know? He wanted to raise his family, make sure he was there, and I get it. But he's still freaking fantastic. We would like to see you back in something else, dude.
He still does all those sounds.
I bet he does.
He's still good.
He is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever heard anybody as good as that. He is freaking fantastic.
I mean, I've heard really good beatboxers.
Right,
he
right.
can beatbox.
He can do it all.
And do like
throw his voice, voiceovers, imitations.
Yep.
And it's just hilarious. So yeah, that's all. Just a fun watch. You can pull this up. You watched it free on, was it
HBO Max?
HBO Max.
Yep.
So I don't have HBO Max. I think I paid maybe like $2.99 or something for it. But no, it's just totally worth watching. Just a fun film you can watch on a weekend just to get some giggles. That's it.
Yep.
So we want to thank you very much for tuning in to our review of the classic Police Academy. Don't forget, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Like, subscribe. If you want to contribute to our movie watching ventures, we have a PayPal. It has GottaBeReelReviews@gmail.com. You'll see it somewhere in here, and you'll also see it underneath our video. All right? We appreciate you all. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.